morning. Welcome. Welcome to another video. Tonight we're gonna do something a little different. So when I started my channel a long time ago now, I used to do some board game videos. And I haven't done them in a long time. They weren't very popular, but I have like a small game that is similar to Tetris. And I've been looking for some sort of different things to do on my channel so that I don't end up making the same video over and over again. I will obviously still be doing the favorites, regularly, so don't worry or anything like that, but I just kind of wanted to find some other things to throw in the mix every once in a while, so let me grab the game. So this game reminds me a lot of Tetris. It has a lot of colorful pieces here, and it's a bit of a puzzle. So it'll have like lights, and it'll say, I want you to use the blue pieces to fill all of this. So it is for kids, but that's okay. I figured we wouldn't have to think too hard. It'll be more relaxing. So this is the box, and I really liked all these little like buttons. They make a really nice sound. So this is the inside. Looks like just a user manual. Like a storage bag. Has some kind of crinkly plastic. It's not a very soft plastic though, so it's probably loud. So I won't do too much of it. And then this is the game. It has kind of all these little buttons. And they sound so nice. And then these are all the color tiles that we'll use to put inside, the little puzzle patterns. Okay, so I think what I'll do is go ahead and take out all of these color pieces because I don't really know which ones it's gonna have us use, so I'll go ahead and take those out and we'll go ahead and play a few rounds, okay? So there's yellow, there's red, there's blue, and there's green. there's always something extremely appealing to me with like those bold primary colors for like children. I don't know why. I think it's probably just from my own youth. I had a very, what I think is a wonderful childhood. And it just really brings me back to those times, I guess. Plus, I just really love color, despite my usual appearances. So yeah, so here we go. We have the game board. And let's turn it on. Alright, so it looks like it wants us to use the color yellow here. And so we're going to have to fill in, see where all these colored lights are lit up. So we're going to use the yellow pieces. Okay, so we have this long shape here. And I think maybe we'll start there. Try like the plus there. And let's see how this guy fits in there. Maybe not. So that's not quite right. Let's try again. Could try that there. And then that one there. And then that one there. So it's happy now. So let's go ahead and take our pieces off. And it looks like it's going to do another one. And it also wants us to use the yellow. I wonder if maybe it just has you go through, several puzzles with the same color. So let's see, we've got kind of this same pattern that's on this one. So let's try that. Okay. And then we have this guy there. And then this one would fit really nicely there. So now it's happy again. Okay, so these are very easy, but that's all right. So that's happy now. So let's go ahead and do another. It still is having us on that yellow. So let's see, we've got this one. We have this nice piece here. And then we've got that. It is very happy again. I feel like maybe this is like a takedown or something. Or I wonder if these will go to additional puzzles. It's making a lot of like little kid sounds, like kind of a happier, brighter. Oh look, we've moved on to blue. Okay, let's put our yellows back on top there. Okay, so now we are moving on to blue. So we have kind of an L shape there, sort of like a cross almost, an elongated T. And then we have like a little, I don't even know what to call that, but a little brick. And then kind of a square with two on the side. So let's go ahead and see what we can do with that. So now that we're not used to these pieces, oh, here we go. That one can go there. And that one can go there. So that makes that happy. Four, or maybe that's like this is puzzle 4. I don't know. Let's see. So let's see. We've got kind of a few little shapes on the bottom. I wonder if we could do this, like big T there, and then we have a little. There we go. These are pretty easy. I like that. I'm sure they get more challenging later on. I think I saw in some of the pictures they had more than one color lit, so I'm sure it would get a lot harder. So this one's interesting. You have two shapes. You have this one here, and then you have this one on the bottom. So let's see what we can do with that. I'm gonna go with that. Oh, actually, that's probably not right. Let's see, this one maybe here. And then this one there. Okay. So then that leaves us with these two pieces here. So I'm going to go and put this one here, and then this one will be down. There. That's happy now. Okay. It's like a really pleasant, like rectangle. It's like a nice, decent size too, and everything is very like tactile. It's like really satisfying to like click these on. I feel like sometimes you don't get that kind of like satisfactory feel when you play like a phone game or, you know, even sometimes a computer game. Even though this is sort of electronic, it still feels, you know, very physical, like a real puzzle, which is nice. Okay, we're still on the blue. So let's see, we've got, how about this one? That one there, and then there, and then how about this little guy up here? There we are. Very nice, very satisfying. They click wonderfully. There's real physical buttons, which is very pleasant. And they just kind of glide on and off. It's not difficult. Not difficult at all. Okay. So this one we have in the little corner here. There's quite a lot there, so let's see. I feel like I can see this shape here on the side, and then this one probably here. Good. And this guy. I hope those noises aren't too loud. I might have to make them a little softer, but we'll see. So yeah, that's very nice. here. Still on that blue. Okay. I think this will go there. And then this will be there. And then we have the little guy. There we go. Very lovely and easy. Seems to be a very small learning curve between each color as you sort of get used to the different shapes. Okay, so we have still on blue. I kind of wonder how many there are in each one. So let's start with this. And this one over the top. Like that. And then this shape should fill in the rest. There we go. Happy and complete. Another. Let's see. This one's kind of a lot. We might need to use all of them. Let's see. So we have. I don't think that one goes there. Let's try that one. We might need to take this one off a little bit, but we'll see. There. I wonder. No, not that one. So these aren't quite right. Let's try this way. That one will go there, and then that will fill in the rest. Good. So all of those are filled, and we did have to use all four. So that was nice. I'm kind of hoping to get to another color. Because we did, what did we do? We did a yellow and then blue. Hoping to do green or red. Let's see. Oh, this one's a big one again. So we must need all of the pieces. Let's see here. Let's try that one there. And then this one here. And then that one there. And then that one doesn't quite work out. I thought it was. If it went that way, it would work out. But unfortunately, it's this way, so let's see if we can fix this. Let's bring that one there. Actually, nope, that's not going to go there. I wonder if that doesn't really go there either. So let's see. I feel like that one's got to be in the corner. I'll try that there. Going around there. Like that. I was like, oh my goodness, I can't let a little kid came stumpy. That would be embarrassing. So let's take them out. And do the next. So I'm going to start by trying to do this one here. And then I'm going to do this one here. And then this one here. And this one here. There. That completed it well. Okay, let's see what's next. Okay. I thought I was going to maybe move to a different color, but maybe not. Let's see. Let's try this here. And this one here. And this one here. See, I did it to myself again. I think my brain is thinking that this is the other way. Like that. But unfortunately, it's not. Let's try this again. That one would not go well there. I think this one maybe we will keep here. Let's try that. And then this one here. That one there. And this one here. There. Okay. And they'll come off again. Oh, we're moving to green. Yay. I was hoping that we'd at least get one more color before we had to say goodbye. Just play with these buttons a little more. They sound so nice, at least to me. I hope they sound nice on the microphone as well. Okay, so let's see. We have this one, which is kind of like a big U shape, or maybe more of a C. We have some stairs. Kind of a D shape. And a T. So let's see what we can do here. Maybe not that one. That one we're going to be missing one there, so I don't think we'll use that one there. I think this is going to have to be, because that can't fit there at all. I think it'll have to be the T. And then the D. Or B or whatever. Let's do that one there. And this one here. There. Alright. Let's take that off. I think we'll do a couple more. Alright. Two again. It must be thinking that we're getting better. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to do the little stairs here. and the T on this side. And on this shape, I think we'll go, no, not there. I think we'll have to do this here, and this one there. There we go. Alright, so maybe this will be our last one here. So this one is one shape that will fill. I think we're going to do this one on top. Like that. And then we're going to have... nope. That's not going to work at all. But this might. Nope. Because then we don't have enough space there. Let's take that off for a minute. And like that there. And then let's see. That one won't fit anywhere on that one. I wonder. Try that one on top again. I wonder if this one just doesn't go in there at all. That's because it doesn't, guys. There we go. I was helping on getting that one in there. There we go. Alright, well we can't end on that one because that one didn't go perfectly. So let's do one more. Okay, let's see. We're going to start with this one here, and then we're going to do that. Nope. That one, and then this one. There, that one went a lot better, so I think we'll take the pieces off, and then that'll be our last one, okay? Alright, turn this guy off. Goodbye. So these are definitely a little different than I have been doing. If you enjoyed something like this, just let me know. I'm trying to come up with some more ideas for different videos. You have a wonderful night. Good night. Morika ASMR.